I want to read this to you so you guys can just have a listen to this. Only can use certified charger. What charger? What charger? What charger? Where's the charger? Right? And look at this part. Listen to this. The battery may explode in the fire. The battery may explode in the fire. Now, can somebody please tell me what that means? Hey guys, welcome back to Play Retro. So today's video is going to be about charging. Now, why am I making a video about charging? Well, it's because the majority of these handhelds do not come with a power adapter in the box. So we see in here, there's only this little box in here, and inside is a wire like this. It could be black, it could be white, but 100% of the time, there's not going to be a power adapter or a power brick included in the box. Now, that creates a lot of confusion for the end user. And I want to talk about why these companies don't include a charger in the box. So the main reason is cost, right? You don't have to put this in the box. It's just cheaper, right? And then on top of that, every country has a different plug, a different outlet and a different plug. So let me just show you this. So this is a photo off Google. This is different plugs and sockets by country. And you can see this is USA, type B for USA. You have Europe, different ones for France. And you can see there's like, I don't even know how many here. And it's just way too many different types of plugs. So it does make sense not to include it in the box. However, I think companies should just create handhelds per region, like make a USA, Canada version, make a Europe version, make whatever version. But of course, they're not going to do that. So here we are. All we get is a crappy cable in the box. And not every cable that comes in the box is crappy. This one from Powkitty is actually decent quality. However, the ones from Ambernick are pretty bad. I can't speak on Retroid because I don't have a Retroid device, but Miyu's as well is pretty bad. The thing is that the quality of the cable should tell you the quality of the components of the device. If the cable's crappy, it's most likely they cut costs in the device as well, right? These are budget Chinese handhelds, right? Let's keep that in mind. I just want to go over what's on the back of this, right? So it says rating 5 volts DC, 7.5 watts, right? Tells you about the battery. And here we are, adapter input, right? This is for your power adapter, okay? This says 5 volts DC greater than or equal to 1.5 amps. And now I want to read this to you so you guys can just have a listen to this. Built-in rechargeable lithium polymer battery. Only can use certified charger. What charger? What charger? What charger? Where's the charger? All right? And look at this part. Listen to this. The battery may explode in the fire. The battery may explode in the fire. Now, can somebody please tell me what that means? Obviously, this is a bad translation of whatever's supposed to be on the back. But, I mean, if they couldn't bother to fix this to proper English, I mean, that should give you a clue on some of the quality of this sort of stuff. Only can use certified charger, but they don't provide a charger in the box. So that brings us to just a lot of questions. What charger is safe? What charger can I use? There's people that say, just use the charger that's in the box and plug it to your computer or your laptop, right? Okay. There's people that say the opposite. Don't use that cable or don't even plug it into your PC. It's going to charge too slow and it's going to wear your battery, right? Then there's other people that say any charger is safe. Use a fast charger. As long as it has a 5-volt channel, it's fine, right? That's how electricity works. That's what these people are saying. The whole reason I wanted to make this video is because of all the comments I get on this video. I want to bring you guys to my 10 tips for new owners, right? And one of my tips in this video was tip number 3, use the correct charger. And what I said in this was basically don't use a fast charger and just use whatever's on the back. So if this says 1.5 amps, 5 volts, try to find a charger that's exactly that, right? And you can even use lower, right? I said it, even myself, I said I use this charger. That's a 1 amp charger, right? Now what happens if you use a charger that's lower than 1.5, even though it says use greater than? It just charges slower, Okay, that's all that happens. And now let's go to here. So I want to read some of these comments, right? Thanks for sharing. Fast charging warning is a good thing to know. Not every Type-C conductor is suited for a fast charger. Here's another comment. This guy said that 50% good, 50% bad. We're going to ignore the first two. He says you can use good chargers with controllers at 5 volts on lane. For example, a Xiaomi phone 30-watt charger is good. It works good. If you're afraid, you can safely use usual 5-volt 2 amp chargers. Right? So it's just a lot of things going around. He says he's using this charger and this is fine, right? Then we have other people here. I highlighted a few of them. Regarding the charger, only the voltage 5 volts should match perfectly. For the ampere, it can be greater than or equal to 1.5 amps. Using a 1 amp charger might damage the unit slash battery in the long run since the battery expects since the device expects 1.5 amps. Okay, that's incorrect. It just charges slower. Okay, this guy's saying, I use the high power charger 65 watt regularly on the 35XX and XX Plus. My 35XX works fine, but the battery dies in sleep mode around 3 hours. On the Plus, it keeps rebooting again and again. Bad. Now I only use a normal charger. Okay, and this guy, I pinned this guy's comment. I killed the RG35XX and RG35XX Plus, and both were destroyed. The second time was a mistake. I was in a hurry and wanted to charge it, and I took the wrong charger. It says Samsung fast charger and instantly killed it. So look, here's another comment. I used the fast charger that came with my phone to charge mine, and the unit felt and smelled hot. Big mistake. Let me tell you about my experience, right? I want to talk about this charger right here. This is an Anker. Let me see if you can see that. This is an Anker 312 charger, 30-watt charger. You can see the output there. It has a 5-volt lane at 3 amps. It also has a 9-volt lane. It has a 12-volt lane. It has a 15-volt and a 20-volt. Now, for science, I went ahead and I charged this device right here with this charger. And I'll tell you what happened. So at first it was fine. I left it alone. I plugged it in. Everything seemed normal, right? I left it. I came back maybe 10 minutes later. And I swear to you on everything, this unit was incredibly hot. Like so abnormally hot that I immediately unplugged it and checked if I broke it. So I'm not sure what happened. Okay. I used the charger, right? Where these guys are saying, hey, it's fine. If it has a 5-volt lane, it's absolutely fine. Here it is. Anker, this is a very good brand, very good charger. Anker 312 charger, 30 watts. This is an official, super good charger. I use this charger for my phone and it works flawlessly. This is a quality charger with quality components, right? But when I plug it into this thing, all of a sudden this thing starts having issues. It's getting super hot, abnormally hot, right? That's not a good thing. And this is, just so you guys can see, right? This is a Type-C to Type-C connection, right? This is a fast charging cable. So I experienced what happens firsthand, and I'm lucky I didn't destroy this thing, but the device got incredibly hot, and I'm lucky I didn't fry this thing. But I'm telling you guys, do not use a fast charger. Do not use a fast charger. Do not use a fast charger. I keep saying it because I want to emphasize it. This is the thing. These are Chinese budget handhelds. They cut costs everywhere they can, right? You can see it in their SD cards, in their charging cables. You don't think the inside of these components, the USB-C controller that determines how much power to draw, do you really think it's quality component that will be able to withstand like modern technology from a charger like this, right? A powerful charger. No, absolutely not. And you guys should just be safe, because when I say something, right? When I give this tip in this video, right? It seems like people think like, oh, I'm just giving you the wrong information, right? This is a cautionary tip. Use the correct charger. I'm not telling you this so I can make your device charge slower. Let's look at another example. So this is a common thing, right? There's a whole page dedicated on support.ambernic.com. And this is RGXX unable to power on or unable to charge. And this is, you'll see this across a bunch of handhelds, not just this one, right? Have you tried plugging the charger into the game console for more than 15 minutes? Is the original system SD card inserted when the game console is charging? So yeah, this is also a thing too. The console cannot charge if you don't have an SD card in it. You should know that. Confirm whether to use the original charging cable question mark. That's not even a question mark. Confirm whether to use the original charging cable. Confirm whether you're using the original charging cable. Okay. Check if the charger is 5 volts, 2 amps. Okay, that is what Ambernic is saying on their support page. 5 volts, 2 amps, right? Now check this out. Now this is the plus, right? So on the back of the plus, it says input adapter 5 volts DC greater than or equal to 1.5 amps, right? You're seeing that? And if we go to the instruction manual, right? RG35XX Plus instructions, right? We go over here to charging function. The packaging of the machine is matched with a 5 volt, 2 amp, 4 lines charging data cable. Plug in the charging cable into what? And the machine will start charging. And then it talks about the indicators. So here it says the cable is 5 volts, 2 amps, right? And then back here it says you just need an adapter that's 5 volts and greater than or equal to 1.5 amps. And then on their support page, check if the charger is 5 volts, 2 amps. And then over here we have only can use certified charger. This you see where I'm getting with this, right? So here's what I gotta say. For this video, I specifically bought something, right? Have a look at this device. This is a USB tester, right? And I'll show you what it does. So, okay. So I got my plug over here. Hopefully that stays in place. And we're gonna plug in different chargers and see exactly how much is being output or being pulled by the device. Here I have this is a 5 volt, 2 amp charger, okay? 2000 milliamps is 2 amps. For the people that don't know, 5 volts, 2 amps. This is the charger I'm recommending, okay? We're gonna plug that in there. We're gonna plug this end into here. You're gonna see it turn on. Okay, now it's reading exactly how much is in this thing, right? And once you plug it in, you're gonna see it's gonna show a different reading. So you plug this into the bottom of this. And there you have it. Now I've already tested to see how accurate this thing is, to see whether it's giving incorrect readings. And this thing is pretty much spot on. So you can see this is the direction of the current, right? The voltage on top, the exact voltage on top, right? All these handhelds have like a 10% leniency, right, with the voltage. So that's fine. And this is the amperage being pulled. So it fluctuates. When you first put it in, it's like 17, 18, then it comes down and then stays at around 1.5 the whole time while charging. And I've done this extensively. I've watched this for like half an hour straight to see what happens. And this is all that's happening. This thing also has a timer right here. It tells you how long it's been charging, how much milliamp hours it's charged, and stuff like that. If you look on the console, right? So this thing's at 57% right now. And the voltage it's saying is 3.99. But this says 4.83. So I'm not sure if what that means is like converting the voltage to the battery or something, because the battery is a different voltage. 3.8 volts. Right? But from a 2000 milliamp hour charger, this is the reading we're getting from this device. Okay. So I would say this is perfectly safe to use. And I've left this on for a while. It does not get hot or anything like that. Okay. Now I want to show you a slow charger. So we're going to plug this in. First, let me show you what this is, right? This is a 5-volt, 1 amp charger. Okay. So this is going to go into here. Okay. You can actually calibrate this as well. Hold it and plug it in. Do this little thing. Okay. Now this is off the 1 amp. And this is how much the device is drawing. You can see the voltage is a little bit lower, but it's just pulling 1 amp. And people say this is bad. First of all, this generates less heat than using a higher amperage charger. And second, it just results in a slower charge. So slower charging is actually safer. And if we look at this over here, it's charging just fine. And I've been using this type of charger for a long time. For all my retro handhelds, I've been using 5 volts, 1 amp. I know it's very slow, but it works. And it's super safe. And I've never bricked a single device in my entire time playing with retro handhelds. And I've had a lot of them. And you can see that there. And that's, once again, this is this charger right here. 5 volts, 1 amp. What about if you use the original cable, right? Now, this isn't the original cable for this device. So all I have is the Pow Kitty one. But they're like exactly the same. They're the same length, the same crap on the inside. Now, this doesn't matter at all. Because if I use this exact same charger, we're going to get basically the exact same reading. So come back over here, plug this in. So this is the 1 amp once again. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Same reading when nothing's plugged in. And once it's plugged into the device, the exact same draw. So the charging cable really doesn't matter. And I've never used the stock cable ever because they're not good quality at all. They're cheap cables. I've even, one of the Ambernic cables that I've had, I've physically felt the cable get hot. So they're like so cheap, they're not even properly insulated. So I would not recommend using the stock cables, the Ambernic stock cables. The Pow Kitty ones, they're not bad, but definitely don't use the Ambernic ones. Okay. So now what happens if you plug it into your computer? So here I have my HP laptop. It's just a crappy laptop. And you're gonna see here, we have some USB ports right here. Okay, and I'm gonna take a different charging cable, right? I have this blue one here, USB A to USB C. Let's go ahead and plug that in, right? Okay, this side's in. This guy goes into here. Okay, that's the reading we're getting right now. And that goes into the device. And now we're at the beginning. So this seems to be pulling exactly the same as if it were pulling off of a 2 amp charger. So charging off your computer is perfectly safe. And it's actually going to charge just as fast as using an adapter. You can see that there. Okay. So when in doubt, just charge it from your computer. It should be fine. And now what about the fast charger, right? Do you want to see the reading from the fast charger? I'm not doing it. Why? Because I still need this thing. And I don't want to risk breaking it because I've already told you what happens when I plug this in. So it'll be fine at first, but if I keep it plugged in, I don't know what happens. Maybe it switches the voltage from the 5 to something else, and then it just starts powering it more, and it gets really, really hot really fast. So I'm not gonna plug it in because I still want to make videos with this thing. So I'm going to tell you because this is what happened to me. I don't care if you believe me, but this is not just my story. It's multiple people's story. Here's a post right here. Really confused with charging the plus. A lot of information on subreddit is contradicting. Some say adaptive charging is fine. I only have a 5-volt 2 amp to 9-volt 1.6 amp. Some say you shouldn't use them at all. Some say plug it into PC. Some say you shouldn't. Look, this is what I think. I think these devices are not, they're not iPhones. They're not Samsungs. They're not made by trillion-dollar companies that use quality components. This is made by Ambernick, and that's not to knock at Ambernick. They make budget Chinese handhelds, and they cut costs wherever they can. Let's be real. The SD cards that come in here are generic crap. Some of the worst SD cards I've ever seen. They just say 64 on them. They don't even say 64 what, right? Same thing with the charging cable. The charging cable smells awful. It's like borderline cancerous, right? There's like next to nothing in the box, right? You get these cheap wipes. Half the time they're dry. Let's talk about this. The screen protector in here doesn't even fit properly. It's not even cut the right size. So come on, guys. You know, this charger right here, fast chargers in general. One fast charger may work, but not all fast chargers going to work. This charger, do not use this charger. Do not use, I'm just going to tell you, do not use fast chargers. Stay away from fast chargers. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you read somebody else's comment in my comment section saying, oh, I'm wrong. This guy doesn't know how electricity works. Trust me, I've experienced it firsthand. I've used a fast charger on my own device and I saw what happens. I luckily didn't fry my device. And there's countless stories of people who have actually fried their devices. What chargers are safe? You can charge from your PC. That's excellent. Just charge from your PC right here. Boom. Connect that to your PC. You're good to go. What if you don't have your PC? Right? You can use a 1 amp charger. This is still fine. This is going to charge about 50% slower than using a higher ampage charger. Right? This still works. No matter what anybody says, this still works fine. And then if you can get a 1.5 amp charger, exactly what it says on the back, just get that. But if you can't find it, get one of these, a 2 amp charger or a 2.1 amp charger at 5 volts. These regular old slow chargers, just use these. This is perfectly fine. I already showed you what's being drawn, right? We use this device and they draw exactly what the device needs to draw. Retro handhelds need retro chargers. Stick to old school charging, okay? Please stay away from USB-C to USB-C. I know that's gonna sound dumb, but USB-C to USB-C 90% of the time is fast charging. So stick to these. So use a slow charger with a USB-A to USB-C cable, and you should be good to go. All right, guys. I know it's been kind of a long video about something so stupid, and that should be really simple, but I want to get to the point because there should be a charger in the box, and that's why we have this issue now, right? There should be a charger in the box, period. It's not just Ambernick. It's Powkitty, it's Retroid, it's Miu, it's Trim UI. They all do the same thing. They don't put a charger in the box. So something needs to change, right? They either need to provide better instructions, less confusing instructions, non-contradictory instructions, or just provide a power brick or power adapter in the box. So again, guys, this video really is to protect you guys from destroying your own handhelds. It's not your fault. It's really the company's fault for not providing the charger in the box. It's easy to just, hey, let's just pick up this charger. I'm sure it's fine. And then now your device is getting super hot and now your device won't turn on and you use the wrong charger. I want to add some other good charging hygiene. Do not charge this overnight. Do not leave it plugged in after it's 100% charged. You want to stay next to it while it's charging. When it's done charging, just unplug it. You don't want to keep it plugged in. And again, don't use bad chargers. Don't use cheap chargers. Use quality, certified chargers. And when in doubt, just plug into your computer, right? And stick to USB-A to USB-C. That's what I find works the best. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Again, my intention for this video is not to give you the wrong information, just for you guys to be cautious on what you plug your device into. Like I said, one fast charger may work, but another fast charger is going to destroy your device. You don't want to be on the end of the bad side, right? You don't want to be the nightmare story. Just be safe and use an old school charger. Use a slow charger. So if this video helped you out, definitely consider dropping a like. Subscribe for more content. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching.